Hey guys, this is Kevin from DTG Choson Karate and Taijutsu, and today I'm going to go over some very basic strikes. Nothing too fancy, nothing too technical with terms, just what you need to know to get you started in training. I'm going to use a book hand to do this. I hope everybody has one of these. Unsharpened, of course, wooden training sword. You can't accidentally cut yourself with it, you can't put holes in your ceiling. If your little brother comes running up to you while you're practicing, you don't accidentally kill him with it. It's the safest way to go, and it builds a lot more strength, a lot more control, and a lot more muscle memory than what people think. It is just a piece of wood, but it's an invaluable training tool. Now, every cut for this set is going to start off at what's called Chudan no Kamae. Chudan is a very relaxed stance. You have your hands about navel level, gripping your sword, and the hisaki is pointed anywhere from here to here on your opponent. Just like that. From the front, looks like this. You're going to start every cut from there. Another good point to know is when you go to strike, inhale, and as you prepare to strike, and exhale into the strike itself. And make sure as you're striking, do not tense up, because you'll get stuck. You won't be able to redirect your energy after that. Makes you very sluggish. So, from here, very easy, very fluid, very relaxed movements. All important. Now, the first strike, coming from Chudan no Kamae, comes up into the forehead. From the side, looks just like this. Comes up into the forehead. Up into the forehead. Very simple cut, probably the most basic that you'll ever really have to learn. The second cut, very similar to the first one. Up, you'll extend fully to the forehead, but allow your blade to travel through to right about the middle. Like this. Up. Full extension here, and the velocity of your blade and just the motion of your arms will automatically carry it through from the start of the cut to the finish of the cut. Looks like this in one motion. The third cut, again very similar to these first two, starts here, comes up, extends to the forehead, but travels all the way down and through. Just like this. And always remember, inhale, exhale. Now, the third set of cuts here will come up and then down at an angle, following the collars generally. Down like this, change feet, down again from the sides, just like that. For this cut, depending on where you're targeting, generally it's either here or here. You want to reach your full extension at the temple or full extension at the collarbone and allow your cut to sweep through. The next set is going to use the same cut that I just showed you from here down, but it will follow all the way through. You'll rotate your blade over and come back up, generally tracking along the same line if you can. Make sure you turn your hips to allow for full movement, rotate, turn it back to carry you up through the cut. Move to the other side, cut down, turn, cut back up. So like this. Down, up, down, up. From the side, looks like this. The final set of cuts here will start again from Chudan. You'll bring your feet level, and you'll turn your hips to the cut. What that's going to do is it's automatically going to send your blade across the middle here, which is where you want it to be. You're going to have your sword here, turn your hips, and cut. Rotate your blade over, turn your hips, and cut. So like this, from the side, and from the front, and those are the basic cuts. So, all together, you have a strike to the forehead, strike to the middle, strike all the way through. You have your collar strikes. You have the down, back up, down, back up, and then across the middle. From the front, forehead, middle, all the way down, diagonal to the collar, diagonal down and up, and then across the middle. And that's pretty much it. So go ahead and practice that for a while. Again, be very, very safe. Use bokken if you can. If you don't have access to a bokken, use a broomstick, something that feels like a sword. Whatever it is, try to be safe as you can. That done, I got something special to show you. Now this is a modern-made shikomizu. Anybody who knows what zatoichi is should know what this is. Again, modern-made. I believe it's 1045 carbon steel, wire brushed hamon, counter-polished kisaki. But you can see the fittings are very, very plain, very, very simple. And together, when you're holding it, definitely not the traditional katana. It's just like that. Now that was a modern one. This is not a modern one. In fact, this one is very, very old. Honoki wood fittings with what I think is juvenile cherry bark wrap. Has a little metal koshiri on there. Fittings are very old, very beat up, falling apart, but still gives you an idea of how a traditional shikomizu would look. The blade itself is very, very old, much older than the fittings. Kanbun Shinto period. For those who know technical stuff, we have a hara of a mixture of masame and mokome hara. Hamon is a cross of sujikai and notare. Geometric kisaki. Damage from use, which I like a lot. It gives a lot to the character of the blade. You can see that there's a lot of staining, a lot of damage going on. This blade would do really, really well with a nice polish. But again, Kanbun Shinto period, muzori, which means straight. And I thought I'd just share that with you. I like it a lot, and this is going to be used in my quality check videos, which will be coming out shortly. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Train safe, train often, and just have a good time with it. Thank you very much. See you next time. Cut.